Hey everyone, it's your professional sarcastic man and seeker of attention, Chris here with a review of the Mighty Thor the Mighty Thor, not the Four, the Mighty Thor number 706. The end of wannabe Thor, of Jane Foster's Thor, female Thor, the person who stole Thor's name, essentially. And, like, this issue just, it craps on the heroic death that Jane Foster had in the previous issue, because we start off and everyone's lamenting, everyone's shocked about her death, and she's at Valhalla and she's being allowed entry for all the good deeds she did as Thor, like it's all the sacrifices and all that, but she doesn't want to. She's not ready to die. She feels like, there's more to do, and Thor's angry, and you have this thing, the god Tempest, which was the heart of Mjolnir, has been unleashed, and it turns out the god Tempest doesn't want Jane Foster to die as well. Why? Whatever. She's still contemplating, like, she doesn't want to die. No, it's not that she doesn't want to die. She's not ready. She wasn't ready to die, and she's not ready to leave everything behind. And with Thor and Odin's help, guess what? She's alive! Are you all happy that she's alive, despite the fact she had, like, a very good heroic death in the previous issue? That wasn't pointless, wasn't it? Really, like, when I got spoiled about this yesterday, and I heard about, and I think I talked about it in my the Marvel bringing back the old characters problem. It's so pointless. Like I said, it devalues her heroic death. Like, that could have been a good way just to leave that. And then you could use that as a way to tie into the Thor series continuing on, where Thor, Odin's son, has returned. He's proving himself to be worthy again. He's reclaimed his name, after it was stolen from him. And then just have it, like, her death is the motivation for that, if you want, like, something like that. But bringing her back was pointless, and even more pointless, they brought her back to life, and she still has cancer. Ugh. Why? So that if you want to do another story arc where she's gonna die, it could be dramatic. What is the point of bringing Jane Foster back after she died? She had the heroic death, and at that point she was dying of cancer already. You bring her back to life, and she still has cancer. This is the one more day Aunt May problem. Aunt May was dying. She's old. That happens. Peter couldn't move on, so what? He sacrifices his marriage with, like, one of the most important people to his life, Mary Jane Watson, one of the most important things to ever happen in Spider-Man's life, just so that Aunt May could live slightly longer. Like, she's just healed of that injury, but she's still going to die. She's still the same age. She's going to die eventually. Like, it might be morbid, but that's a fact of life. And in that selfish act, like, you're damning her to just end up dying, like, for real this time. And this is similar. But Jane Foster actually did die, and even if she didn't have the heroic death, she would have died of cancer anyway. I think because that was the whole kind of point leading up to the storyline, is that she and her becoming Thor is like she's dying of cancer, and then she finds out becoming Thor using Mjolnir is increasing that to a point like before the previous issue, that if she used it one more time, she would 100% die. That would be it. And she decided, I need to fight Mangog. I need to protect Asgard. I need to protect Thor. Everyone there. It's my duty. So, which I respect. She had the hero moment. She had the heroic death, and that was good. That was an awesome kind of. That was a great ending for Jane Foster's Thor. I don't really particularly like Jane Foster's Thor. It was very pointless. It was, I don't know why they needed to have a female Thor. Because my thing is like, why do you need to like do gender swaps of everything? Why don't you just make something similar, and it could be as good or even it could be better or as good. I mean, for example, look, you have Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and then you have Uncharted. Like, if you were to gender swap Lara Croft, like, what was his name? Nathan Drake? Nathan Drake in Uncharted is essentially Lara Croft, but they didn't gender swap Lara Croft or replace Lara Croft in her own series with, like, Lincoln Croft, Larry Croft, or whatever. They just made a different series that is similar, and it is just as good and as well known as Tomb Raider, called Uncharted with Nathan Drake. So they could have done something similar with Jane Foster if they wanted to. I mean, Beta Ray Bill is the big example. Like, they didn't have him like full on replace Thor. He decided to be he was made his own character. And that worked well for him. Why can't we bring back Beta Ray? And also, thinking about it, going back to like looking back at like the first issue of this legacy, where are all those other Thors that were shown? Where's Beta Ray Bill? Where's Frog Thor? Weren't they supposed to have a part in the story? Where were they? Like, this is pointless. That was pointless having them there. But yeah, anyway, it's all just essentially, it's just the end of Jane Foster's Thor. We're going to finally get Thor back. Actual Thor. Although Jason Aaron's still writing it. I don't know. I say this is a badass looking cover. I really like the cover, looks cool. Thor is something I will be picking up to see how it goes. See if, like, because all I heard from before Jane Foster's Thor is that Jason Aaron just humiliated Thor, just beat him down just to set up this Jane Foster Thor. So I don't know. Has he learned his lesson? Hopefully. But that's it for this review. I didn't notice that. It's a very pointless, like, if you can't see it, it's like a very, very, very faded image of Jane Foster's Thor, because there's her on the cover and then her Thor appearance on the back, and it's very, very faded. You can hardly see it, but it's pointless. But anyway, that's it for this review. Leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter, share the video, and I'll see you all next time.